Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with some more new cards. We've got a new archetype called Fiend. Let's take a look at what these fiends are smithing. Look at this guy. What is this on his back? Just a giant ball of metal and spikes. Neat. So these are light fiends, which is fun. The Fiendsmith, this is him. This is him. The Fiendsmith, it's him. Level 6 light fiend effect monster. I'll use the first, the second, and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. You can discard this card, add a Fiendsmith spell trap from your deck to your hand. Sure. Target one Fiendsmith equips card you control and one new monster on the field. Send them to the grave. Okay. Seems pretty bad so far. Okay. Awesome. If this card's in your graveyard, which it gets there by discarding itself to get a Fiendsmith spell trap from deck to hand, you can shuffle one other light fiend monster from your graveyard to the into the deck or extra deck special summon this card. Okay. Alright, and here's the Fiendsmith, but he's possessed. He's going sicko mode. And he's got that thing that's on his back, and it's a gun now. And it's a gun now. Isn't that neat? That it's a gun now that shoots eyeballs? Alright, this is a fusion monster. And I assume this is a fusion monster that doesn't actually work as a fusion, but is actually a fucking yeah, like link monster essentially. Okay, not quite. Let's see here. 2 light fiend monsters, 24 and what was the stats of this guy? 18 and 24. Okay, so it just gains the attack equal to its defense. Basically. If this card is fusion summon, you can target one light fiend monster in your graveyard or banishment. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. Okay, so this is gonna be a light fiend focus. We're getting like this a focus around light fiends. I don't know that there's any others. I'm sure there's like some others, but they're not very common, certainly. And it seems like we're kind of trying to make a little. I like this stuff. I like the stuff that's not going into like. This only works within this one archetype. I like the stuff that says, hey, if there's any other light fiends, you can play them here too. That stuff's neat to me. I'm looking it up right now in case you can't tell that I'm just vamping. Light fiend. Oh, there's actually quite a few of these. Hold up. There's white dust on Tiara, which is interesting. Tiara is like not a bad card to search, especially. Spiral Sleeper, Magical Musketeer, Mastermind Zachiel, one of a few of the fabled cards. Majesty's Fiend. Ugh. Santa Claus, yeah. Yeah, there's like a few things. So if we get like a good search card in here. There's like definitely things. Oh yeah, the Valmonicas. Some of the Archfiends are light fiend. Eccentric. That's not a bad one. Oh, the Karibos. Some of the Karibos are light fiends. Yeah, there's like a decent amount of stuff. So yeah, if there's a good search card in here. And oh man, you can play there's all those normal monsters too. Bunch of terrible normal monsters. Oh wait, there's even more. Treyas Harriar, that's a fairy. Wait, what? There, okay, there we go. It got switched onto something else. Okay. Yeah, so all the Underworld Gods to Closed World is an interesting one as well. You can make that and then use it as material. So getting back to this. Using something, you can target one level 1 light fiend one light fiend monster in your graveyard or banishment, either add to your hand special summon. So yeah, that's interesting. Let's you reuse some of those. I like that. I like that. I think that's good. Potentially, there's some okay targets already, and we haven't even gotten to like a good searcher. And I imagine it's gonna be one. Monster your opponent controls lose 600 attack. Okay. That's interesting. That has some implications. I was just thinking about this the other day. There was some card where this would actually matter. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, this screws up Monadium. Stupid. This card is sent to the graveyard. You can shuffle one other light fiend monster from your graveyard into the deck or extra deck. Inflict 1200 damage to your opponent. Sure. That's kind of nothing, but it help you win in time. Oh, there's another fusion. This requires the Fiendsmith and then two other light fiend monsters. Okay, this one is Fiendsmith Dies Irae. What was this one? Lacrimosa? Okay, fun. Oh, this one's fucked up. This one's fucked up and evil. Okay, so he's got even more attack. I'll use the first and second effects once per turn. Quick effect, you negate the effects of a number of face-up cards on field until the end of this turn equal to the total link rating of the link monsters equipped to this card as equip cards. Whoa, weird. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle one other light fiend monster from your graveyard into the deck or extra deck, then target one card on the field, send it to the graveyard. Sure, that's not bad. Okay, so here's a link one, and it's that big blob of metal and spikes that apparently turns into a machine gun. Or a Gatling gun, I should say. Cool. 600 attack is the link one. One light fiend monster. You only push summon once per turn. That's good. That's a good restriction to have. You can only use the second effect this card's name once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, you tribute this card, push summon one Fiendsmith monster from your hand or deck. Okay, that's how you're getting it out. I was like wondering, like, so far I hadn't really seen much of a way to get it out, other than the effect in grave, which requires you to have a light fiend monster in the grave already to get it out. So this is how you can get it out, although you still need a light fiend monster to go into this guy, so you're gonna have to play something else. I don't know what. And then you could target one non-link light fiend monster you control, equip this card from your field or graveyard to that card as equipped spell to give this extra attack. Cool. And this is Requiem. Cool. Catholic themed. Fun. So that equips it to this guy and it gives him a negate. Unfortunately, it's a all at one time negate, so that one negate might be all you get. Wait. That guy. Hold up. Is that Despair from the Dark? Is that Despair from the Dark? Kinda, yeah. It's certainly an homage to Despair from the Dark. A little different. Interesting. Lore. Tell Golden Nova. 1200 attacks link to. Use first and second discuss. During your main phase, you can fusion summon one fiend fusion monster from your extra deck by shuffling materials mentioned on it from your graveyard into the deck. Ooh, okay. So that's a decent way to actually get this done. Get this fusion summoning done, which is neat. You can target one non-link light fiend monster you control. Equip this for your okay, and your opponent cannot target the equipped monster with card effects. Okay, making a little bit of a towers. That's neat. That's neat for sure. What does this guy do again? When you discard him, you add a fiend spell. Okay, so these are going to be the cert cards you can search off of that, and that's Sequentia. Okay, so this is Demonsmith Tractus or Fiendsmith Tractus. You can only use the first and second of 6 names as card name for turn. Add a light fiend monster from your deck to your hand. Discard one card. Okay, so it's generic light fiend support, which means, and it doesn't have a limit on what level it is, so you can search anything in the deck, but you do have to discard a card, so you're not maintaining card advantage. You can banish the card from your graveyard, fusion summon one Fiendsmith fusion monster from your extra deck, using the monster from your hand or field as material. Okay, that's not bad. That's really not bad. And that's banished from graveyard, so you get to do the search, and then you get to use that? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm like just thinking about the possibilities. That's really powerful. All right, what's this next one? These guys look familiar too. What are these guys from? I feel like they're from something. They look very familiar. I don't know. I mean, a little bit delinquent duo, but not very much. Okay. This is Fiendsmith Sanctus. If you control no face-up monsters, or all, and it's all once per turn, or all monsters you control are light fiend monsters, special summon a Fiendsmith token. You cannot declare attacks for the turn for fiend monsters. So Fiendsmith token does not lend to this, but because this is specifically named, you can use fusion deployment to get Fiendsmith out, which is neat. You cannot declare attacks for less than turn for fiend monsters, but it is a light fiend monster you can use for fusion material, which is good. Which is what you need. Let's see. The second effect: if a face-up fiend monster you control, Fiendsmith monster you control leaves the field, or destroyed by opponent's card effect, I should say, while this card's in your graveyard, you can set this card. Okay, so this one's not super good, but it is a quick play. I don't know. This one doesn't seem that good. You probably don't play this, right? I don't see a reason why you would, other than to get another fiend on the field, which I guess is good, but I don't know. They have a whole like a whole fucking liturgy in here. Jesus. Okay, and here's the, oh my god, the beam, the eye shoots laser beams. It's a Gatling gun that shoots laser beams. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Fiendsmith in Paradisum. Cool. Yeah, sure. Target a level 7 or higher light fiend monster you control. What are the levels on these? I think the lower one is a 6. Yeah, that's a 6, so it has to be the big one. You have to have the big one out, but the big one's pretty easy to make, all things considered. It doesn't even require you to go into the little one first, right? You could go right into the big one. So that's not bad. And then you, that's the condition. Send all cards on the field to the graveyard except for that monster. Okay, so it means you can't really have much set up beyond that, which is a little annoying, but this could be pretty good. It is a Zeus, essentially, but you get to keep a negate on board. Well, no, you don't, because if you're removing all cards on the field except for that monster, you're removing the equipped link monsters that let it have a negate. So that means you don't have a negate anymore. So you have to use your negate before you use this card. If your opponent summons a monster while this card in your graveyard, you can banish the card, send a Fiendsmith monster from deck to, or extra deck to the grave. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Not bad, anyways. This one's a hard one to judge. I'm having trouble like placing this. It's very interesting for sure. I like the direction it's going. I think this is interesting. It's like a different kind of towers, you know. It's a little bit towers. You're building up one big monster that has a bunch of stuff, but it's like different stuff going on here than the average towers deck does, you know. This one is, it's hard. It's hard to place it. The fact that this guy isn't normal summonable is a little annoying, but it does mean, however, that you have, and this is a very, very svelte engine. It mostly takes up extra deck slots, which means that you have a lot of room to play literally anything else. Literally anything else. Including Valmonica, which is not awful. It's got a lot of really good cards coming out soon. And it includes a light Fiend that starts the whole engine. That's maybe. Oh, this is so close to something for sure. Also, what's this? What's the? I remember going. I'm going to go back to something because I remember there's something about an equip spell. I assumed that there was going to be equip spells in the deck. It says equip card, and one monster on the field, send them to the graveyard. Okay, that's not very good. This effect sucks. I get what it is trying to do because you want to have cards in grave for the fusion effect of the link too, because it only confused with, well, no, it confused with cards in grave or in field too. Wait, no, from grave. Okay, no, I was looking at this effect, field or grave. That's not the right one. But yeah, this only fuses from grave, but you have a different fusion. You have another fusion card. So, and it's a fusion card that this card literally searches, although it only searches it if you draw it in your hand and then you summon it out with the link one. So that's so awkward. That's really awkward. There's potential. I think that's where I'm putting it. Has potential. This is really interesting. I would have to like, and you get to play Santa Claus in Archetype. Santa Claus is in Archetype because it's a light fiend that you can search. And that means you just have like a kaiju you can search in your Archetype. As part of your like combo if you have everything else, which is really neat. Oh, this guy, he's kicking a guy into this thing. Is this like what is that game where there's a flaming skull guy that talks and has fun? Anyways, I don't know. I'm not gonna know it. Ah, this is, I gotta say, it's tempting. This is like tempting to say this is going to be good. It's very interesting. It works a little differently than a lot of other decks too. It's a fusion link deck, and I think the only other one we have like that is Prank Kids, right? Like as a, or I guess, you know, technically B Troopers is one of those as well, but you know, that fusion is not particularly good. This is interesting. This is really interesting, and even then, like Prank Kids doesn't work like this, you know. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm very interested. I think Valmonica is a decent way to make these cards like really pop. And I think Valmonica is in a good position coming up soon. So if it had just that one little thing that made it, because this, like how much main deck space does this take up? You probably want to have 3 of Fiendsmith, although you don't have to, because what does this take? 1 light Fiend monster. So 1 Valmonica card goes into this. And then you summon it, and then you can just do whatever the hell you want after that. You can go into this guy, and then you can you can use the link one and Fiendsmith to go into this guy. How are you going into this guy? You're using the Valmonica monster, but it has to be specifically the Fiend, not the angel, the fairy angel. Yeah, you go into this guy with that, summon Fiendsmith. That does tribute it, actually. Why does it tribute it? That sucks. What? Why? I think that one thing, the fact that it's a quick effect at least, but the fact that you have to tribute this card to special summon the Fiendsmith, I think makes this deck bad. Like, wait, that fucking ruins the whole thing. Uh, why? Uh, this card you're gonna play 3 of, but it gets you into your Valmonica engine more frequently, in addition to the field spell and the new monster. That's really cool. Um, I don't know how you're getting into the link to, I guess, just any 2 things, including the Fiendsmith. Then you use the fusion effect, fusing away all this material you've been given it, you made used to make it, and then the link one, I guess. Or maybe you have another one. This is getting worse and worse the more I think about it. Actually, the more I actually try to plan out a game plan for this thing, the worse it gets. And you can make the fusion, but you still have this guy on field. I don't remember how you make the Valmonica links. One effect monster, so you can just use that to go into the Valmonica link if you, assuming you have your Valmonica set up, which you probably would have at that point. And you might have used a Valmonica card to get there, discarding it. But yeah, let's again talk about the main deck. So you're probably gonna have 3 of this guy, just because you can discard it to get another one, get a spell trap, and then that gets you into the Searcher. You're probably gonna have 3 of the Searcher because it gets you in everything. I don't know if you play this. I guess this is how you're supposed to get into the link to, is with this fucker. I don't know if you want to play it though. Maybe just a 1 of to search. But also you probably want to search the trap card instead, because there's only 1 search in the deck. For like, trap cards, spell traps. None of the fusions do, right? Oh, I guess you're supposed to use this fusion. Yeah, because you can use the Searcher, which you can search off of the guy, so it's pretty consistent to get to. The fusion into this guy. Using material in hand, maybe, somehow. It just needs to be 2 light fiend monsters. Okay, I've decided it's mid. I think it's kind of landing mid to me. Not bad, not like terrible, but has potential. I think I'm back to has potential. It needs some more cards. It needs a second wave of support. The second wave of support could really bring this to something really good, especially if you can work a way to play it in addition to Valmonica. I think Valmonica is looking nice. Yeah, I said that already though, so I'm gonna stop now before I repeat myself again. Interesting cards for sure. Interesting cards. Yeah, I like the look of them too. They're nice. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, which should be in just a little bit, because I know there's Drytron cards coming. So let's see what those new Drytron cards are all about in just a sec. See ya. Bye. Hey there. Thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You could also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!